All right, guys, we have a very legendary meetup. Finally, we're meeting with the one and only
Finally.
Alain. I said that right?
On my boat.
On his boat. No, his boat. It's actually a beautiful day in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, Fort Lauderdale.
I was going to say
Yep.
Miami. Basically the same thing.
Same thing. 30 minutes away.
I hate Miami, but he was telling me that's some of the best weather you're going to get here.
Yep.
It's not too humid right now.
It's perfect.
I told him originally that I wanted a podcast, but we're going to vlogcast. It's a beautiful day outside.
Yep.
So we're walking. This is the marina?
It's called River Walk.
Okay.
Yeah. On the water.
So I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions.
Okay.
I'm going to clip the living heck out of it.
Okay.
So you need to drop as much value as you can. And also, you can't fake anything.
Okay.
All real stuff.
Now I'm nervous. Let's see.
Okay. How long? Oh, by the way, guys, we just had a coffee and we were talking about like literally everything. And I told him, I was like, we should have been recording at that time.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
some of it was some underground stuff. Can't have it on camera. Okay. First question. So were you George Saliba's first buyer?
Second buyer.
Who was the first buyer?
A guy called Carlton.
What happened to that guy?
Yeah.
Gone?
He's gone. He's gone. I think he went to do his own thing.
What year did you start?
2023.
What was that like? How'd you even get started?
2022, actually.
2022?
2022.
So you've been buying for
3 years now.
3 years.
3
How'd
years.
you get into it? How'd George find you? Tell us the real story that nobody knows.
Yeah. So George, we're friends.
Okay.
We had many mutual friends, and we attended similar weddings, similar occasions.
Are you guys
sometimes.
related?
No, we're just Lebanese.
Both Lebanese.
We're both Lebanese.
Basically related.
We tend to stick together. And one day we were at our friend's wedding.
Yeah.
And I see George, and he's like, "What are you doing nowadays?" I'm like, "Nothing much. I was kind of filming content, doing crypto, NFTs, whatnot." And he was like, "Do you want to buy cars from me?" I'm like, "Sure, I'll try it."
And he was already buying cars that time.
Oh yeah, he already started selling my EV back then.
Okay.
Because he started selling my EV during COVID time.
Okay.
And he started buying Teslas, and he's like, "Yeah, I've been buying a bunch of Teslas." I'm like, "That's pretty cool." But back then I knew nothing about the car business. Like nothing. I was so far from the car business, I couldn't tell the difference between an M3 and a Honda Civic when it comes to pricing.
So question, who was George back then to where you were like, oh yeah, like was he somewhere where you're like, oh my gosh, this guy's super cool, he wants me to work with him? Or you were like, okay, he's one of my friends, like I'll help you out kind of thing?
So for me, it was like, I know nothing about this business.
Yeah.
Like, and I was so like adamant about making it in crypto and the NFT space and all that. Actually, before that, let's backtrack a bit.
Okay.
17, 18, I was still in college, 2017. And he still ran the Mitsubishi store back then.
Yeah.
And I used to do magic tricks. And he's like, "Hey, man."
True.
And George always innovates. He always creates new things. He was like, "Hey, man, we're getting a lot of traffic from radio.
Yes.
Do you want to come do magic?" Because everyone's sitting there and they're bored out of their minds. And he was like, "Do you want to come do some magic for them?" I'm like, "Sure." So I started coming every weekend when I didn't have class. And I come perform for like 4 hours. And then we started becoming more and more friends during that time. But then fast forward a couple of years later is when we met at the wedding, basically.
Yeah.
Let's go this way.
Okay. Okay, we're just walking, we're just following Alain's path.
Yeah.
Say that again. So like, then you guys met at the wedding and
yeah. Then we met at the wedding. He's like, "Do you want to buy cars from me?" I'm like, "Sure."
Yeah.
But I didn't think much of it then.
Did you know how much money you could make? Like, what was like where you were like, hey, I'm down to switch stuff up?
So I remember he told me the story about, he was like, "Yeah, man, my buyer, he's actually doing very well.
Yeah.
And some months he's making over 10 grand or something like that."
Yeah.
And I was mind blown back then.
How old were you?
2022, that's 25 years old, roughly. So when I went there, he started teaching me how to buy cars, etc. And I was still living in Jersey back then.
Yeah.
And at the same time, he was kind of dabbling with the idea of content.
Like
he always wanted to do it, but a bit hesitant I think it's for the reason we're all hesitant about posting.
By the way,
content.
guys, this vlogcast is going to come out after the George podcast, where I actually go in depth with George, so you'll hear George's perspective of this story too.
Right.
But keep going.
So if we both say the same thing, then we're telling the truth.
Yeah.
If we're not saying the same thing, he's lying. No, I'm joking. So he's like, "Let's start filming some content." So I send him a camera recommendation. He goes, buys the camera, buys the lens, buys the microphone.
Because I'm in marketing, I gotta ask, why'd you believe in content at that time? Or why were you like, hey, you gotta make content? What was the idea behind that?
Because I was creating content myself on YouTube, crypto content and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And actually, I was doing magic content. Then I switched to crypto and like finance content.
Yeah.
And and that was since like 2017, 18.
Yeah.
And back then, I always thought the way to make money with content is monetizing and getting paid through like Google ads and whatever.
Yeah.
But now it shifted tremendously where people are using content to get traffic to their business.
Mm.
So back then I started seeing the trend and I'm like, hey George, like you're spending all this money on ads. I think content is the way because even if you don't succeed with content,
Yeah.
people are gonna be able to find you online and see a face and they're gonna be like, oh, okay,
Put
this
two and
guy's
two
you.
together.
Yeah, he's legit.
Help
So
with trust.
help with trust. And that was originally the idea.
And guys, people don't trust Lebanese people. That's why. Just kidding. I love Lebanese people.
Yeah, I mean, so there's some shady Lebanese people.
A lot of people don't like Middle
I
Eastern
get it.
people.
Yeah,
That's like a US thing. It's just
yeah,
like there's a lot of trauma, whatever.
yeah. So the content back then with cars was always reviews. There
Yeah.
was never really negotiation videos, and that's when George really created this trend in the car business.
And I
But
did see the review videos you guys do. Hey guys, we have this 2013,
yeah,
whatever, blah blah.
literally like reviewing any car.
Was that your idea, by the way, to do that content, or that was already being done?
I think George wanted to do something like that, and I
Okay.
came and I
What content did
like
you
we got
want to do?
motivated to do it. It was mainly reviews, honestly.
Okay, okay.
Like I didn't really think that far ahead that
Yeah.
we can do. I mean, I always was a fan of documenting,
Yeah.
but I just didn't know the day to day of the car dealership at all. So I'm like,
Sure.
hey man, you have access to these sick cars.
Yeah.
99% of people won't see these cars in their lifetime.
Yep.
You should definitely take advantage of this and film with them.
Yeah.
You can film this G Wagon, you can film this GLS Maybach, whatever. So we started doing content and it was shaky footage.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, I didn't have, like, I was kind of an amateur and I edited the videos and I sent it off somewhere else for people to edit as well so I can, save some time.
Yeah.
And then we actually, I think one day, we bought our first Tesla because someone found us on YouTube.
Oh, amazing.
And he was like, yeah, I found you on YouTube, then I found you on Reddit, and he posted about it on Reddit or something
Were
like
you
that.
editing it yourself, like the YouTube videos?
Yeah, in the beginning I started it, but then I started sending it off to another editor so I can focus on buying cars and going there and filming.
Nice.
So, and I had someone doing the thumbnails as well. It was legit.
That's legit.
And in the beginning, I don't know, we probably did like 20 videos, and then a bit after that, uh, we started going heavier into buying,
Yeah.
and then I decided to move here.
Florida.
To Florida. And then it was like, what are we gonna do with the content? And George was like, you know what? I'll just find someone to film me here. I'll just send it off to you. You can edit it.
This is 23 now?
23, yes.
Okay.
This is 23 February, around that time. So he was filming and then sending it off to me. And I think at that time is when the watch content started popping, where people film negotiations.
Yeah.
And then George that day, I think he had his brother Alex, if I'm not mistaken,
Yeah.
film a video of him negotiating with a guy selling a Tesla.
Mm.
And he sent it off to me. He was like, can you edit this? We edited it.
Yeah.
He posted it, and that blew up.
Did you know when you were editing it, we were like, dude, this is different? Or like, dude, I think this is about to be
No,
big?
I had no idea.
Or you're like, what the heck is this?
I
Why is,
had
like,
no
this-
idea. I had no idea because he was filming it, and
Yeah.
I think he just felt like he needed to film this, and he
Yeah.
did. And I think he tells the story as well, where the
Yeah.
guy didn't want to be on camera, and then
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
like, so let's film, but I'll if you don't like it, I'll delete
Yeah,
it
yeah,
or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then when he did that, it really blew up.
Yeah.
Because it got a lot of engagement.
Yeah.
People posting like, what the hell? I thought you were gonna hold strong at like 31 and then you gave him 34.
Exactly.
And he does stuff like that. So when this happened, George was like, holy shit, I just paid this guy, 2-3 grand extra for his Tesla.
Yeah.
And we got, whatever, 5 million views.
Yeah.
So the return there is just absurd.
Yeah.
But yeah, I always had the idea that, hey, one day you're gonna post content and you would not have to spend another dime on paid ads.
Yeah.
Because the traffic is going to be so big from.
Yeah.
Yeah. And dude, like all this.
So
So what?
that's what happened.
That's what happened.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. And dude, the fact that George, for those who don't know George in person,
Yeah.
what you see on camera, that's how he is in person.
100%.
His energy, the way he
The smile, it's the same.
yeah, it's just this is literally him. And I
Yeah.
think that's why it works.
Yeah.
A lot of people online, they they try to sound smart. They
Yeah, yeah,
say
yeah.
things and try to sound smart.
Yep.
George just does his thing.
Yeah.
He's not acting.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
not doing something he would not usually
Yeah.
do.
A lot of people think it's stage. It's actually I know from the inside, it's real content.
Dude, he is literally documenting his day to day,
Yeah.
and he doesn't stop. So
Yep.
if people don't know that either, George is always doing a million
Should
things
we
at
go on this guy's
once.
boat with him right now? Have you ever done that?
No, never.
Yeah.
He just doesn't stop. He's
Yeah.
like nonstop, a million things at once.
Yeah.
And so if you do content, getting to that level is going to be extremely tough,
Yeah.
but that doesn't mean it won't
Yeah.
benefit.
You just gotta start it.
You just
That's
got to
like you
start
guys
it.
did.
Yeah.
So tell us about your car buying journey. Like you became a second buyer.
Yeah.
He told you, hey, you can make 10K. Like, what did that all, how did that all play out? Like, did you get really good at it very quickly? How'd you learn?
Yeah, I learned quick. I like data and numbers and stuff because
Yeah.
I traded for a while. So I kind of understand risk management and whatnot. Uh, so we started buying Teslas, and the other buyer really trained me well. He
Okay.
was like on FaceTime calls with me, teaching me what to do
Nice.
and stuff like that. Uh, and yeah, man, over time you just do something, you suck less and less over time. You're gonna
Yeah.
suck in the beginning, no matter what you do.
Yeah.
Rarely, there's rarely someone who starts and he's good at it, unless he's talented and like which you
Yeah.
can't control. Like if you're born with like
What was like your sweet spot? Like where you got really good? Were you like, oh, like, dude, I'm the master at Tesla. Did you get something where you got really good? We're like, dude, if this comes in, I got this.
so after buying, you know, 20, 30 Teslas a month for a year straight, you're gonna be fucking good. You know, it's
Yeah, yeah,
like so I
yeah.
don't know if we should curse here.
It's
Just
okay. Don't worry. It
bleep
gets
it out or
bleeped out.
something. But like, volume is gonna
100%.
surpass anything else that you do
Yeah.
eventually. Even if you suck at, if you're
Yeah,
horrible
yeah.
at something,
You
if
get the numbers up, you're gonna learn through
exactly,
doing it.
if even coming from me where I knew nothing about it.
Yeah.
So that's basically how it went. And me liking this made me accelerate further.
Yeah,
Me
yeah,
liking
yeah.
working with George, me liking working with cars, looking at
Yeah.
nice cars. So me liking talking to people all came together because you
100%.
need to pick up the phone, call people. And
100%.
keep in mind, like I was shaking picking up the phone when I first started.
Oh, no way.
Yeah,
Do you
like
have any like video recordings of that where you're
no,
like,
dude, I wasn't filming. I didn't want anyone to see me. Like I made sure there's no one in the room before I picked up the phone. Like I'm not gonna
wow,
film that, you know?
wow.
Like I was actually very nervous. But, you know, like
Tell-
I said, you just do it over and over again.
So tell me this. One thing I like about the way you guys buy, I've seen your content, but I've also met you before and we've spoke over the phone. So I know
Right.
you guys' process. When you negotiate, when you're on the phone, you're not hiding anything. You'll show them book, you'll show them MR, you tell them how much you want to make.
Yes.
Why do you do that? Only because majority of people in the industry, they'll like try to steal a car from somebody, you
Right.
know, or they'll like, or snipe a car, or they like, hey, well, it's gonna be this much no tires. Like, there's a lot of fakeness in it.
Right.
Why are you guys so transparent when it comes to buying cars, and how has that helped you?
So we believe in building relationships with customers because I can screw you over once. You're not
Yeah.
gonna come back to us. So you're gonna have it's gonna leave a sour taste in your mouth. I'm probably gonna buy the car and make a quick profit on it, but there's no longevity with this.
Yeah, yeah,
And JNS has been there for 25 years plus,
yep,
and they didn't do that by screwing people over. They
100%.
did that by providing a great product, providing great customer service, and that's how you do it. So, and nowadays, especially in this day and age, we don't have access to information that no one else does. Everyone has access
Everyone
to the
has it.
same
Yep.
information. The playing field is even. And at the end of the day, the way I see it, even though I get paid when I buy the car
Yeah.
and when it sells, the goal is to help educate the customer and make them feel like they're making the best decision by selling to us.
Yeah.
A lot of times customers come to us and they have a $25,000 offer from Carvana and I'm
Yeah.
at 22. I don't convince him to sell it to me instead.
You'll even
because-
tell them. You'll be
yeah,
like, hey,
I tell
that's
him, hey man, like this is a great offer. I think that's the best number you're gonna get. And a lot of
Yeah.
people appreciate it. They're gonna be like, oh wow,
Yeah.
thank you so much. Like you further emphasize that this is a good offer.
I also feel in the
Yeah.
long term, this has happened for my company where like we'll get a client in on a discovery call,
Right.
and I'll tell them like, hey, I think it'd be a bad idea if you work with us.
Yeah.
7, 8 months, maybe even a year later, I'll get a lead that comes in,
Uh-huh.
and I'll say, oh, like this guy referred you, and
Yeah.
I was like, I never even worked with this guy.
Exactly.
But I feel like that's how it comes back when you. Maybe you don't buy that car, but because you left them with a good taste in their mouth,
Yep.
they'd be like, hey, you know what? I spoke to this guy. We didn't end up selling the car to him, but I feel like he's not going to screw you over.
Exactly. Maybe short term, it might not be the biggest benefit because someone else is gonna buy the car and make money on it. But long term,
Yep.
I think it would come back to you eventually.
100%.
So that's basically it. Yeah, so transparency, man, it's everything. Like we said, like George literally shows them like, hey, this
Yeah,
is how
yeah,
much it's gonna sell for. I'm gonna buy it for this much.
yeah,
And at the end of the day, we tell customers like, hey man, if you sell this on your own, you're gonna probably sell it for more money.
yeah,
But do you want to wait a month before it sells? It's not even guaranteed that it's gonna sell for your asking price.
yeah,
The customer that you're gonna find on it might not have enough money to buy it. They
yeah,
might not get financing.
yeah,
With us, we're gonna pay you right now. So
100%.
there's value to getting money right now. Because
Yeah.
what if you need that money to buy whatever? You feel like the market is gonna go up and you want to buy Bitcoin, for
Sure,
example.
sure, sure, sure.
Maybe that money, if you took it right now, would have been worth, 20% more
Yeah,
rather than wait and not have that money with you. You know what I mean?
100%. Okay. We have a lot of dealers that follow our content. We have a lot of people that are buyers, people that are acquisition, just like you are.
Uh-huh.
Some people new, some people seasoned veterans, and then other people that are bigger companies, maybe buying 100 plus cars a month.
Right.
Can you give us any advice, whether you want to structure it with like 3 tips or maybe one thing that works for you? How can people become better buyers? What are some things or strategies you use that make you a good buyer? By the way, the reason we have Alain speaking is because I know he's a good buyer. I know what he buys. I see the numbers on the back end. So whatever he's saying, it's actually, he's also a practitioner of it. So is there anything, either something you say or the way you close or like certain questions you ask or how you can get somebody to respond on a text? Is there anything like that where you're like, dude, if you guys start doing this, I'm telling you, night and day difference.
Right. So there's a lot of tips and tricks that you can, reach out to people and like things you can say.
Yeah.
But ultimately, it all goes down to why the customer is selling and how much you're offering them. And like how you're gonna buy it from them. Like these are the three main things.
Okay.
Why the customer is selling is important because they might tell you, "Oh, I'm selling because I need to buy a house and I need to lower my debt because they have a loan on it." Then in this case, you can promise them that, "Hey, man, I can get this debt cleared by tomorrow, so you can go get that house that you want."
Mm.
That's one example.
So one, knowing the reason why they buy, and if it's a good reason, it's the rest of the car is going to be the rest of the call. First, if someone's like,
Yes.
"Hey, I want to sell because I'm thinking about going on a vacation next year. Maybe I can use the money." You're like, "Okay, this is not going to be. I don't know. There's not. It may be not heavy enough for them."
Yes, I mean, it might not be motivating enough.
Yeah.
But if the number is right, it will be motivating because it's not really I'm not really selling a fitness program where I'm promising to lose weight. Like,
Yeah.
the value is literally me paying you money.
Yeah.
Which is kind of easy, but also a bit hard because someone else can pay them more money.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
so basically, that's number one is knowing why they're selling. Number
Yeah.
two is showing them that your process is the best, and I think we have the best process out there.
Okay.
Where we can
What
pick
is
up-
what is the best process somebody could have?
So the best process is you click a few buttons on your phone, you get a call, which is basically you filling out the form to sell the car.
Yeah.
You get a call, and we pick up the car tomorrow from your house, and you get paid.
Yeah.
You
You
literally
pay
don't have to leave
you
your couch.
you pay before or you pay after pickup.
So we would mail a check, we would send the contract, we schedule pickup, we mail a check, they keep the title, we take the car,
Yeah.
they get the check the next day, then they send us the title.
Yeah.
So
By the way, guys, 90% of you guys won't ever do this process because you're too scared to do it. He's just letting you know what people are actually doing. They're actually buying cars.
like some people trust us with.
So when you said
half a
our
million
offer,
dollar
you're
cars.
saying your process. That's what you meant by our offer.
So that's so
Number two is like, is that what you meant? You said offer earlier.
So I think the offer is both the value, how much you're paying for the car, plus
The process.
how you do it.
How you do it.
Because
Okay.
if I tell you, hey man, I'm
No,
gonna
you're
give
right,
you
you're right.
30 grand,
Yeah.
but you're gonna have to drive to me in Jersey and you're in Ohio, you're
Yeah.
gonna be like,
Yeah.
maybe you would take 29 grand from someone
Exactly.
else, but you're gonna come pick it up from your house.
Exactly.
So it really matters. And then last but not least, which also like I think these are all tied together, like knowing the numbers and really understanding the market is the biggest thing. Because especially with specialized vehicles, because if you're just buying, let's say Toyota Camrys, there's not many trims. There are multiple trims, but the price difference is not that major.
Yeah.
However, when you're looking at a Porsche 911 or a BMW M3 or a Lamborghini, options do matter a lot. And if you're buying an M3,
Yeah.
that is individual color with bucket seats,
Yeah.
you can't compare this to another car which has no individual color or no bucket seats because it's a completely different market. And then you have to dive deeper into the comps, which are basically the other listings on the market and what they sold for. So many dealers just look at MMR, which is what they're selling for at the auction,
Yep.
and give that number,
Right.
which is fine for generic cars, but for more specialty cars, it almost never works. Sometimes you may get lucky and you have someone sell you this car for 2 grand under MMR, while sometimes it's worth 3K over MMR. That's when you have to really understand the market, go into comps. And I think software nowadays makes it easy. So Eric and I always talk about it. Eric is another buyer with me. We always talk about lazy appraisals, where someone literally goes in, gives you 2K back of MMR, and that's it.
Yeah.
Which works sometimes for generic cars, like I said.
Yeah. But also, people aren't stupid. They know when you're doing like.
They know,
Yeah.
especially people who have enthusiast cars.
Yeah.
Like they know the market.
Yeah.
A lot of people, like sometimes I speak to 911 owners, and I tell them, hey man, like it really seems like you know this market more than I do.
Yeah.
Because
I've heard you say
sometimes
that. Yeah.
they
Yeah.
did like years of research in order
Sure.
to buy the car. And I tell them, hey man, like what do you think I can buy this car for and sell it at a 10% profit?
Yeah.
And then they give me a number. And sometimes they're right, sometimes they're wrong, because sometimes I have access to more data and I share that data with them.
Yeah.
You know, and sometimes they see the listing listed for X amount, but then I see them sold for this much.
You're right. Right.
So my job is to educate them
Yeah.
and show them what the numbers actually are. To summarize this whole thing,
Yeah.
as a car buyer, your goal is to educate the seller on the market. That's essentially your goal. And then help them make a decision, whether that's selling to you or someone else. You're gonna win anyway if you just, the goal is for you to teach them what to educate them, and you can't lose when you think like that.
What about objections? How do you handle objections, or what is there is there an objection where you're really good at, or when it comes to actually closing? Because sometimes people, it could be that the offer is good, the process is good, maybe they do want to sell their car, the market's good, you educated them. Is there any tips that you can offer as like when it comes to closing or objections?
So the tip I can give,
because I know you studied a lot when it comes to sales training. You follow a few people, and even the processes that you built for automations came from you.
Yes, from trainings, exactly. So I posted a video about this literally yesterday, the GLC video, the guy he owes 19,000 negative, basically.
Yeah.
So for him to sell us the car, he has to pay us $19,000.
Yeah.
Which is crazy, especially that the car's worth 20 grand.
Yeah.
So he was like, I told him, hey man, are you comfortable with paying us $19,000 to sell?
Are you right here, by the way?
No,
or more. Oh, okay, yeah.
Like, are you comfortable to sell us this car, even though you have to pay us $19,000 to get out of it?
Yeah.
And he was like, I have to talk to my wife.
Oh yeah, I saw this video.
Yeah. So I could have said, oh, okay, talk to your wife and let me know, and hang up the phone. However, I pushed further on his response, and I said, hey man, like, what if your wife says no? And then he was like, yeah, I don't know, whatever. So eventually I kept pushing until he said, yeah, man, there's no way I'm going to sell it if I have to pay $19,000.
Yeah.
So I saved my time. I saved his time.
Yeah.
And I got down to the actual objection.
Yeah.
Which is not, I need to talk to my wife or I need to think about it. Because when people say that, it's just a default. Like when I try to sell you something I need to think about.
Yeah.
You're not really sold on
it. It's a decoy for something else. There's actually a real objection behind that.
Exactly.
Something
and
else.
one close that George always uses and I do as well. He's like, hey man, on a scale from 1 to 10, with 1 being you wouldn't do it at all, and 10 being you do it now, where are you on that scale?
Yeah.
And a lot of times they give you a number like a 6 or a 7, and then you ask them what would make it a 10.
Yeah.
And then they're going to tell you the real objection.
Like, well, actually, I want to sell it today, or I want 3K more.
Actually, I don't like that you're going to mail me a check. I'd rather you wire me money. Then, okay, done. Let me talk to the team. Well, maybe we can wire you.
Yeah, yeah.
So you have to boil down to the actual objection. Yeah. And a lot of times you have to ask these uncomfortable questions. Like when the guy told me I need to talk to my wife, my default is like, oh, okay, thanks, man. But it's a bit uncomfortable for me to tell him, hey, man, like to ask more questions and keep him on the phone longer.
Yeah.
That's
hey, let's go. This guy's towing a boat here. Okay.
That's essentially what you have to go deeper into the questions.
Last 2 questions. Is there any insights you could give us about the industry, because you're in it, you're buying cars, any trends that you're seeing, or any predictions or projections, anything you're seeing when it comes to buying cars? Is the market changing? Obviously it changes every week. Yeah. Is there something that you've seen, because you've been doing this since 2022 and you've been doing high volume? Is there things that you've been seeing? Are the customers the same? Has there been a shift? What have you seen?
So I think 3 years is nothing to the grand scheme of things.
I agree.
You can talk to a dealer who's done this for 30 years and they're going to tell you a massive shift.
Yeah.
The biggest shift I've seen, and I think it's a trend that George created, which is more people are posting content about it because they see George, they see the success, the cars.
Yeah.
And they just see the service. They don't see everything that went into it, but that's 100%. A different topic.
Yeah.
But it's more of a personalized experience nowadays.
Yeah.
People go to George because they want to sell cars to George. People go to this dealership because they like the guy, the face of the dealership, and they want to sell to them. Yeah. I think that's one of the biggest shifts. We
can't be vanilla anymore. We have to be Lebanese hazelnut.
Yeah.
Swirl.
Yeah, you have to Because people nowadays, there's
Yeah.
so many, there's everyone running ads, everyone's doing pay-per-clicks and whatnot.
Yeah.
What makes you stand out?
Yeah.
You can either compete
Yeah.
with paying more money,
Yeah.
or you can compete by standing out in a different way.
Yeah.
And some people want to come to you and sell to you directly because they like you and they like your brand. That's a big shift.
Yeah.
Another big shift I noticed, these big companies like Carvana and whatnot. I
When you
think
say whatnot, you're saying like whatnot the company, or you're just saying whatnot?
no, like Carvana
And
like
CarMax, all these.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry, maybe that
You're
was
good.
a
No, you're good. You're
bad
good.
word
You're
to
good.
say, but Carvana and CarMax, I think they are dominating the mid-tier market, like
Yeah.
the 15 to 30, $40,000 cars.
Yeah.
I think it's so hard to compete with them at this point, or
Mhm.
at least the way I see it, because it's hard for us to compete. But when it comes to higher end cars, call it 60K plus,
Yeah.
they're not going to compete because essentially they're working with softwares that spit out generic numbers.
Yeah.
And we have actual people who dive deep into the comps, who understand the market, who love cars, who are car enthusiasts,
Yeah.
that know the
AI,
market.
the AI isn't there for that yet.
It's not there yet.
Software's not
It's
there yet.
Like yesterday, we bought a BMW, individual colors, ceramic brakes, and he wanted so much money because he already had a high offer.
Yeah.
And we matched it, even though the software says otherwise.
Yeah.
But we bought it because we understand these cars. You know what I mean? So there's a big difference. So I think, AI will not replace actual buyers except for generic cars.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
That's how I see it. For specialty cars, I don't think they will ever replace actual human. I don't want to say that, but we're still far from there.
Yeah, we're so far.
Is what I want to say.
Okay. If somebody wanted to learn from you, are they able to?
Yeah. So
How?
they can, follow my content. You'll get a few tidbits.
Yeah.
But I also have a community which is called Car Buyer University, where I teach you how to buy cars. For now, it's free.
Yeah.
We may charge later on.
Yeah,
but
a
it's
lot.
free.
You can charge it as much as possible.
But it's free for now. You can join.
I would pay.
Yeah. Thanks.
I'm ready.
Yeah, you can join. There's a bunch of other car buyers. We do weekly calls for now.
Let me see if I can set this. I'm listening. Guys, I'm going to put this on like a very sketch little platform here. Oh, this is going to fall, by the way. Bet you anything. Can we go active track here? Are we good?
Wow.
I'm listening.
I hope it doesn't fall.
It might. If this falls, guys, I'm going to catch it. I'm going to be close.
Yeah.
All right, come more in the frame right here. Okay.
Oh, like this?
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Yeah. Okay, so Car Buyer University, they can follow there, and you can watch tidbits from your videos. Yeah, from there.
Yeah, exactly.
Last question.
Yeah.
So all of our podcasts, we finish with the tagline for all of our content is do something today that your future self will thank you for.
Okay.
What is something you could recommend someone that if they do something today, their future self, they look back, they're like, oh, I'm so happy I started doing that. It could be anything. It could be spiritual, business, finance, personal, health, anything. What's something someone can do today that their future self will thank you?
I would say film content, since we're on the topic.
Okay.
Just make content, man. Whatever you do, don't act like you're someone else. Just make content of the thing that you're actually doing. Don't portray to be an expert when you're not. Because you're gonna look back at your videos that you filmed, let's say 1 year ago, and you're gonna be like, "Oh my god, I sucked back then. I'm so much better now." And then 5 years later, and like look at the biggest creators, they did that for years and years and years before they got where they are.
You can even look at George's content. Yeah. You guys can look at Elaine's content. You can see his first. So before I met you, I watched your and George's podcast. It was like one of the only ones there. It's like that's another guy with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a whole podcast. Yeah.
This is some random one, and you can see lighting's off, whatever, blah blah. You see your content now. Yeah. You have a nice setup.
Yeah.
But everyone starts from a place that's not that good, right? 100%. And then you get better as you go.
100%. And thinking that you're gonna start off good is just foolish.
Yeah.
Like it's not normal to talk to an number like this.
Yeah.
You need to talk to another you.
Yeah.
But this is a muscle that you have to, train, and then over time you will reap the benefits, even if you don't make money from it directly.
Yeah.
But nowadays, your content is your resume. Like
100%.
if you want to come do business with us, the first thing I'm doing is searching your name.
Yeah.
If I don't find you online, it's fine. But I'm much more comfortable with searching your name because I'm gonna see you everywhere.
We should have done that for Brett.
Oh yeah, for sure.
George, that's your fault.
So it's like it's literally your resume, and AI is not going to replace you if you have a personal brand. It will replace you if you're just doing a super technical skill where a computer can just a few lines of code can replace you.
Yeah.
But if you put your personality into the videos, if you put your passions, what you like, your skills, those are going to replace you. Because eventually our brand is a bunch of interests that we have. Yeah. And that's basically it.
I agree, man. And also, if you've been thinking or you've had that itch to make content, just make it. You're not going to regret it. You're going to look back, and even if your content failed, at least you knew that you did it.
Yeah.
You tried it.
And I think the biggest thing that stops people from filming content is they're thinking of one person.
That's so true.
They're afraid of that person judging them.
Yeah.
But that person who you're so afraid of judging you is concerned with other people judging him or her. So you just do it.
Do it.
And
They don't care.
people are not going to like you for some reason, and other people are going to like you for another reason.
Yeah.
It's going to be 50-50 either way. If you do something, they're going to like you. If you don't, they're going to like
I was on a live with George one time, and I'm reading the comments. They're like, "Hey, this guy on the left, dude, you're trying way too hard. Hey, you look like a." I was like, "Bro," and I was literally just being me. And then I realized I was like, because I was reading of George, like, "Hey, people are gonna say whatever they want. It doesn't matter if you use somebody else." It's like it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and just do it. Man.
Alain, I appreciate it. He took time out for his morning.
It was my pleasure.
He actually has been secretly buying cars this whole time too. But guys, you guys are gonna see more of Alain very, very soon. Inshallah, he's gonna start making more content too, and maybe some more stuff with Car Buyer University. Maybe a rebrand. Maybe some.
I should.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. But we're gonna have him for something in person very soon. I will share details very, very soon. I'm excited. Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate you.